Sıra geldi Küresel Dönüşüm Yolculuğu özel oturumuna. Evet, sahne düzenimiz hazırlanıyorsa ben de konuklarımızı takdim etmek istiyorum. Sırasıyla merkezi Brüksel'de olan Avrupa Kalkınma Ajansları Birliği EURADA Başkanı Roberta Dall'olio. İkinci konuşmacımız Bulgaristan merkezli uluslararası mesleki eğitim ve gençlerin yetkinlikleri üzerine çalışmalar sürdüren bir sivil toplum kuruluşu olan Know&Can Derneği'nin başkanı Rumanya Shalamanova. Portekiz'de faaliyet gösteren özellikle kırsal ve yerel kalkınmaya odaklanan bir sivil toplum kuruluşu olan Terras Dentro'nun başkanı Elsa Branco'yu sahneye davet ediyorum. Konuşmacılarımıza I'd like to invite our speakers to the stage please. Ve panelimizin moderatörlüğünü başarılı gazeteci ve TV program sunucusu, meslektaşım ve değerli arkadaşım Orakçıoğlu'na bırakıyorum.
And we should go.
Yes please, yes please. Hello, welcome. Hello. Oops.
Doğru yerdeyim herhalde ben.
It's okay.
Thank you.
Merhabalar.
Welcome.
Okeyiz değil mi? Yes, please. Roberta.
Okay, thank you.
Welcome.
Thank you.
Bayağı ekolu, enerjisi yüksek bir oturum olacak herhalde. Tabii ki oturum yabancı dilde, İngilizce'de devam edecek ama ben birkaç bir şey söylemek istiyorum. Kadın Dostu Markalar platformu gerçekten de çok değerli işler yapıyorlar. Kadını güçlendirmek adına ekonomik aktörlerin önüne bir algoritma koymak, bir akıl koymak bugüne kadar çok da düşünülmemiş bir şeydi. O yüzden kendilerine tebrik ediyorum, teşekkür ediyorum bir kadın olarak her şeyden önce. Ben de burada olmaktan, yan yana olmaktan sizlerle mutluluk duyuyorum, onu da söylemek istiyorum. Çünkü bir algoritmanın ne kadar önemli olduğunu ve eğitimin ne kadar şart olduğunu biliyoruz. Şirketlerin de buna ihtiyacı vardı ve nihayet o iş ortaya bu platform sayesinde çıktı. Tüm paydaşları tebrik ediyorum. Şimdi bundan sonrası tabii İngilizce devam edecek dedik. Çok kıymetli 3 konuğum var. Çok hızlı olarak tanıtayım. Bir Bulgaristan örneğini dinleyeceğiz. Konumuz sadece kadın olmayacak. Aynı zamanda bölgesel gelişme olacak. Ülkelerin gelişmesi olacak. Çünkü kadın bu işin bir parçası ama çok önemli bir parçası. Kadını güçlendirmek, ülkeleri güçlendirmek anlamına geliyor. Dolayısıyla bu 3 hanımefendi sadece kadın konusunda değil her konuda özellikle bölgesel güçlenme adına çok önemli işler yapıyorlar. O yüzden şöyle hemen bir dönmek istiyorum. I have my valuable guests here with me. They are 3 Amazons. I just want to call them like Amazons because they are in charge with economic and social development. They are in charge with regional development. They are in charge with empowering women, empowering youth, empowering humanity. Indeed, they take the responsibility of, they are in charge with creating a better world. So I want you to give them a big applause, please, at the beginning.
Thank you.
Very welcome again. Rumanya Shalamanova, welcome. I'm going to start with you. You are the Vice President of IVETA, Rumanya. Also chairperson of Know&Can Association from Bulgaria, neighborhood. Welcome to Istanbul. You know Turkey very well, actually.
Yeah.
We are almost speaking the same language.
Yes.
Elsa Branco, very welcome, Elsa. She's from Portugal. It's like a, contest calling. Terras Dentro Association, you are the vice president of this association, focuses on promoting rural development, Elsa, environmental sustainability, and the preservation of local culture.
Yes.
Very welcome. And as a last, Roberta Dall'olio, benvenuta. From Brussels, she's originally Italian, but from Brussels. You directed an association focuses on promoting and supporting regional development across Europe. So we're going to speak about the big photo with you. Very welcome. Rumiana, my first question is this. You can give us brief information about what you are doing in Bulgaria for sure, but we have limited time. you know, as the world changes faster than ever, after digitalization, after AI, artificial intelligence, actually, we do not have the opportunity of walking on the same path we have been working since, you know, like 25 years or 50 years. So, for instance, we are going to speak with you the vocational education you are focusing on. But, you know, the vocational education and how it should be after AI, after intelligence, artificial intelligence, actually hasn't well answered yet. We are discussing on it in Turkey and all over the world because the world is changing incredibly fast. So, as an NGO focusing on the skill set construction, where do you lead the youth? What do you offer them to do for the next 10 years? Could we just start with this AI revolution? How do you change your algorithm?
Since I started working in the sphere of education a long time ago, more than 35 years, my focus was always education and changing the mindset, the educational mindset of people, especially in the sphere of vocational education and training. Because, unfortunately, vocational education and training is still considered as a second-hand education. Also, we still have male and female professions, and we are focusing on education on paper, not developing skills, competences, and everything that we need in nowadays world. So what we are doing in our organization, but as well as globally, because I'm the vice president of EURADA, which is the International Vocational Education and Training Association, it is world famous, is to change the mindset, the thinking, and to focus that actually if you have skills and competencies to do something, you simply have skills. And it doesn't matter in which sector the skills are. So we empower young people, especially young ladies, and create them self-esteem, self-awareness on the first place, and teach them, train them how to be well with themselves. Because everything starts with you. And then you can broaden your mindset, you can go out and see the rest of the world. So we organize a lot of trainings, especially soft skills trainings, transversal skills, employability skills. We invite a lot of role models, especially women that are successful in their sphere, to tell these young ladies that it is difficult, definitely. It is difficult, but it is also possible.
You're in charge with a big region, no? I mean, including Turkey. Can you just give us a brief information what you're doing, dealing?
In EURADA?
Yeah, in EURADA, yeah.
Well, EURADA is, as I mentioned, this international association. It focuses on vocational education and also technical education. It is TVET. And I'm one of the 6 vice presidents in the world, and my region is Eastern Europe and Central Asia. And fortunately, Turkey is my region. So I would like to develop the mindset of young ladies here also that VET, vocational education, is possible. It's possible for all of us, and it is not a matter of gender. It is a matter of skills and competences.
Thank you very much, Rumyana. Let's go on with Elsa. Elsa, what types of training or capacity building programs are you leading in Portugal for women? And for all, actually.
For all, and for women in special. Yes, first of all, good morning to all of you. It's an honor for me to be here and to have this opportunity to share with you a little bit of the work of my organization in Portugal. So, I want to be a brief introducing to Terras Dentro. Terras Dentro is an association for the local and integrated development. We was founded in 1991 in the south of Portugal, in the region called Alentejo, very beautiful region in Portugal, and
Portugal is always beautiful.
very near from Évora. And it's a non-profit NGO dedicated to promoting social and economic development in rural areas. We work in the rural areas. I have some notes to support me because I'm more comfortable like this. So our work extends across multiple municipalities, supporting local communities through training programs, entrepreneurship initiatives, environmental sustainability projects, and social inclusion. Of course, rural Portugal, I don't know if you know, but faces many challenges, including depopulation, some economic stagnation, high aging rates, and gender inequalities, a big problem. In our work, women receive special attention, and gender equality, and also equal opportunities for all. They are one of the main focuses of our work in Terras Dentro. Women play a crucial role in revitalizing these rural areas, and supporting female entrepreneurship is the key to achieving sustainable development. Answer your question now. We have implemented various projects that have made a real difference in the rural area. And we can include that this kind of projects in three important areas. So the first one, training and capacity building, of course. We have organized over 300 professional training programs, benefiting thousands of people by improving their qualifications and employment opportunities. We have also worked on recognition and certification of skills, allowing people with informal experience to gain official qualifications and enter the labor market. The second area, the second important area, is female entrepreneurship and local development. Very important. We have supported women-led business in rural tourism, handicraft, and sustainable agriculture. By providing access to funding and mentorship, we have helped many women turn ideas into successful business, creating employment and boosting local economies. And the third important area that we worked, it's the gender equality and social awareness. Okay, we have developed educational programs to promote gender equality, targeting young people and communities. One example is a gender equality toolkit that we produced, and is used in schools and community centers to challenge stereotypes and empower future generations. So, at Terras Dentro, at the organization, we believe that investing in training and increase the people qualifications is investing in the future of rural areas.
Thank you. So let's go on with you, Roberta. Very welcome to Istanbul. How is Istanbul? It's crowded indeed.
It's a fantastic town. I'm really happy to be here. I would like to thank the organizer and you for this invitation. I'm really happy to come back to your country. I've been here many times.
Very welcome. But you know, it's 20 million that's around. Istanbul is a really tough city.
Yes,
indeed.
yes, complicated for sure.
Where I want to go is, you know, the regional development is the most important problem of developing countries, Roberta. for example, Turkey, you know, our capital, our investments are focused on 4 or 5 cities indeed. So that's the reason why we have large scale of population movements toward big cities like Istanbul. So we are like 20 million people. So, you know, when we talk about European Union, it is relatively a developed and wealthier region, actually. So I would like to ask you, what are European Union challenges facing regional developments of in Europe today? And thus, I have limited time. I want to ask you my second question as well related to this. How things will work after AI, actually, regarding development?
So, first of all, like all the ladies did, let me briefly introduce and give you a little bit of context.
Yes, please.
Why I'm here. I have been working since 1990 in economic development and in a regional development agency. Since 1992, I observed the birth and I took part to the birth of an European Association of Regional Development agencies, European regional or anyway, development agencies. And I've been for 2 mandates president of this association, for 2 years just in order for on a temporary basis, the manager, the director of this association, and now I'm retired. So I think that this is very important because I'm retired, I'm starting a new life as a freelance, but I still don't want to rest. And I'm a woman. So I think that this is important for all the students and the entrepreneurs who are here. Then, why I've been asked to give here the European, let's say, dimension of equal opportunities and social innovation actions. Because we are gathering, EURADA is gathering members all over Europe. We had till last year also a lot of Turkish development agencies, included the one of Istanbul. Mm-hmm. Of course, Istanbul is different because it's a metropolitan area. It has completely different needs in respect of inner areas. But anyway, it's interesting to see and this is the reason why this network has been created, how we can benchmark and exchange experiences on all the different matters. So I'm here to talk about social inclusion, social innovation, and women employment. So I would like just to give you 2 examples coming from the region where I come from, which is Emilia-Romagna, where there is Bologna. Maybe you know that it is one of the oldest universities in the world. It is a region which has been characterized by a strong presence of social policies and social cooperatives. And here, it is a very innovative region too. It's the region where Ferrari was born, the mechatronic, the bio and medical industry is...
Gastronomy, please do not forget the gastronomy.
Sorry?
Gastronomy.
Aceto balsamico and so on and so forth, the Parmigiano Reggiano. I don't want to make marketing of my region, but what I want to underline is that all these projects, all these activities are possible only if we try to involve all the different stakeholders that effectively can give contributions. That's why one of the examples that I've tried to explain also to the translator, I thank you so much because I'm going a little bit out of the of what we decided, but anyway, more or less the topic
They are doing fine, no problem.
Let's say, they have organized a kind of social hub, social innovation hub, with some spokes, that is, the stakeholders involved in this action, who decided, together with the regional government and in coherence with the smart specialization strategy, which is the strategy for innovation of the region, and which is an important condition in order to use the European Regional Fund, which funds companies, enterprise, research, and innovation in the region. They decided to create this hub in order to put in value the social innovation actions and mainly to start to sensitize the university and the researchers in order to find new solutions for social problems. And this is an example of a systemic approach. The governance is the basis. The governance that you put in place is the basis of each action. If you don't start from education and you go through all the processes in order to dismantle the prejudices and the wrong conviction in people about the capability of people with disabilities or people or women which have to play different role in their life. I don't want to say the usual thing, but it's no doubt about the fact that usually women have to play different roles. They have to be caregivers for fathers, caregivers for their children,
Definitely.
and often also for their husband, but this is another question.
Women are capable of everything. Yeah.
I'm sorry, but let me be a little bit... So, talking about the context, it's also important in order to put in place action to have data. So now we come closely to the artificial intelligence question. To have data, to map what you have in your territory, to understand who is doing what, who could do more, and then to involve them. So it doesn't matter if it is a bottom-down approach or a bottom-up approach or a top-down approach, you always have to keep in mind who you have to involve in your action. So I would like to underline the importance to involve the different actors. One project which has been funded and which deals with women in labor market is called Debuting, and it has been built by our members, and it is, like I said, an Interact project, and they did many actions, among which the mapping of gender experience or practices in the region, in order to allow people to understand what's going on, and what can be done. Obviously, in trying also to diffuse and disseminate a different vision and a different language, respectful of the disabilities and of the women approach. Another important topic is housing, social services, and health care services. You cannot think about women as an entrepreneur if you don't care about all these kind of policies. So, in short, you have to put in place policies which have to be integrated and complementary, and you have to have around the table all the potential actors. It's a long process, but it is necessary to have action and rooted in the territory and sustainable in the long term, because you can have wonderful projects, but if you don't have the actors implied, you will never go beyond 1-2 years of implementation of a project. This is what I've learned. About artificial intelligence, I believe that it will not substitute our intelligence. It's very useful. I use it sometimes. I'm not ashamed to say that I use it. I think it's super interesting. It is like a kind of vampire sucking our blood, in the sense our intelligence, and re-elaborating it. But if I can...
you do not see any risk in it, actually, for the labor market?
There is a risk. No, the risk is that people will will in the end rely only on artificial intelligence and will not control and check what is the outcome of artificial intelligence. I've used it, ChatGPT, for example, just to say one, but afterwards I always have to control and to check.
Double check. Yeah.
Sorry if I've been too long.
There's no reliability, indeed, right now regarding
I don't know.
AI.
I think that we, as usual, when a new technology is introduced, often we are a little bit like this. But the important thing is to know it and to try to use it and to understand it. If you don't understand, if you just refuse, you will not, you will be overwhelmed. But what will happen? Because it will happen, no ways, it will happen.
Thank you, Roberta. Grazie. Let's go on with you, Rumiana. You can add any remark to what Roberta said, actually, if you want to add.
Well,
but I want
maybe one remark
sure.
about artificial intelligence. It is artificial. So we can keep our natural intelligence and use artificial intelligence. But we can use it unless we don't lose our analytical and critical thinking. That is the
main issue.
The most important when we use artificial intelligence. It is a big issue. It is really very interesting. It can be reliable, it will be of help for sure, but never forget analytical and critical thinking. That's what we provide, we deliver in our trainings. It is creative thinking, analytical thinking, critical thinking, in order to sort what actually artificial intelligence has developed.
How do you see the quality of education, indeed? I mean, in these days, especially in these days, the quality of education.
The quality?
Yeah.
Well, I'm trying not to use education as a single word anymore.
Okay.
Because now in especially 21st century, and especially when we have the new European agenda for skills, which is from 25th to 29th year, we should talk about skills and competences. Well, education is important. It is the first step. It is the base. But educate what? That is why the newest things that is offered at European level is micro-credentialing. Micro-credentialing means short courses on a specific topic in order to gain some competences or a skill to do something, to perform something. And as an organization, we are working on European-funded projects since 2007, when Bulgaria was admitted in the European Union. That's why, when I created my association with this main topic, to develop educational products, educational outcomes that will be of help not only for teachers and trainers, but also for learners. And not only for young learners, but also for adults. One of the issues, one of the challenges I really struggle, especially in Bulgaria, is the so-called lifelong learning. In Bulgaria, there is a saying, a dogma that, for example, when you finish university, you have completed your education, you are the top, and so on. Actually not. It is the beginning. And you should continue developing yourself, personally and, of course, professionally. And that is the focus of our organization.
Approach.
And nowadays, with the micro-credentialing at European level, we provide a lot of short courses, short trainings on specific topics in order to bridge this gap between the needs of the labor market, which is changing dramatically, very fast, and what is offered by education. Because the employers will not wait someone to graduate something in 3-5 years, and this something may not exist in 3-5 years.
Definitely. That's the main problem in these days.
this is actually the problem, that there is a huge gap, still huge gap between the needs of the labor market and what is offered by educational system, no matter where this educational system is and no matter how good it is. Because the labor market needs competent and skillful people, not educated on paper. We have, for example, a lot of especially young people. They come to us with piles of diplomas. But when they enter the real working environment, they don't know how to communicate in a simple way.
Same in everywhere.
Yes, that's what I'm talking about. It's not a matter of any educational system. It's globally. That is why micro-credentialing actually is the future not only for vet education, but education as a whole, and the needs of the labor market.
Thank you, Rumiana. It was really...
Thank you.
Good. The problems are very similar to each other everywhere. Yeah, indeed.
Yeah.
We have to remember that sometimes, We sometimes forget it, Elsa, if you want to add something to this, what Rumiana has been talking about.
Yes, I want to say something about the digital competences and the artificial intelligence, if you permit.
Yes,
because it's for sure, the artificial intelligence is for sure a very, very useful tool in our lives nowadays. But it's also very dangerous because we need to learn to use it. We have, in this moment, in Portugal, I suppose it's the same in other countries, in other realities, we have many problems with children and with young people and the artificial intelligence, with the digital incompetences, because they have many problems with the internet, bullying, they have many problems with violence. It's a big problem in this moment, and we have to do something about it. We need to learn to use the best way the digital competences, the internet, the artificial intelligence for goodness. So this is about, and about Rumiana.
European Union is the only continent try to regulate AI.
Yes.
Actually in these days.
We need regulations.
Yeah.
We need laws. We need monitoring all these tools, because it's very important. We cannot live without them. We cannot live without them. We know.
Yeah,
but
we know it very well.
We have to know and to learn to live with. Okay.
Okay. You can give us for instance, example from Portugal regarding this rural areas. Focusing on the economic independence of women. What you're expecting from the state? Is there any financial support, for instance, for women in Portugal, in rural areas?
Yes, in rural areas, the women, as I told you, there are very, very specific programs for them. It's very important to support women projects, and it's a priority of us in our organization and other organizations, and also in our government. It's very important. And we have many, many strategies to...
What's the percentage of women in Portugal government? I actually would like to know, because Portuguese women is powerful, as far as I know.
Yes, it's
isn't it?
powerful.
From your culture.
Yes, yes, of course. In the rural areas...
As well?
It's as well, yeah. Yes, of course. And we have many support financing for projects for enterprises of women. We have this kind of support in Terras Dentro. We have European Union support, around 50% to support business of women.
Great.
For example. So we, in a rural area, in our area, in the south of Portugal, we involve the community and the women and all the projects from the beginning. It's a strategy. So we believe that the community involvement is the key to the successful of sustainability projects. For us, the most effective methods are based, in fact, in a participatory and inclusive approach where local people, especially women, are actively engaged in every stage of the project from the beginning until the end. We have some strategies for that. For example, one of strategy is the community participation from the beginning, as I told you. We always begin by involving local communities in the identification of needs and priorities. This ensures that the projects we developed are relevant, practical, and truly address the concerns of the people we work with. Through community meetings, surveys, focus groups, we ensure that everyone has a voice, particularly women, who are often underrepresented in decision-making process. Another strategy that we have is the capacity building and education. As you told, Romy, for instance, training programs and workshops are crucial in building local capacity, especially among women, again, by offering practical knowledge and skills such as sustainable farming practices, of green entrepreneurships. We empower people to take ownership of their future. We also work to raise awareness about environmental issues and sustainability, making sure the community understands the long-term benefits of these projects for both the environment and their quality of life. Building partnerships. You talk about partnerships. You talk about stakeholders. Building partnerships with local organizations is very, very important. We recognize the importance of collaborating with local institutions, including local authorities, schools, and community groups. Informal groups, for example. These organizations are deeply rooted in the community and can help facilitate an effective communication and mobilization of the resources. Women's groups and local NGOs are the key partners, as they often have a unique understanding of the community's needs and can help spread the message of sustainability. Inclusive leadership and decision makers. Empowering local leaders to take on leadership roles in projects are essential. This not only encourages shared responsibility, but also strengthens the sustainability of the initiatives in the long term. We also ensure that women's voices are central to the decision-making process, especially in areas related to gender equality, environmental sustainability, and social inclusion. And finally, another strategy we use Sustainable economic opportunities for all, and particularly for women. One of the most effective ways to engage communities is through the creation of local, sustainable economic opportunities by promoting green jobs, sustainable agriculture, because we are in the rural area, and ecotourism, very, very important in our region. We help people see the direct benefits of sustainability and encourage their active participation in the community.
Elsa, thank you. Roberta, as a conclusion, what would you like to add?
A lot has been said. I think that the best way to close this session maybe is to underline some aspects that you have heard from me and from the colleagues, which in my opinion rely on the fact that on one hand, in order to be effective, in order to have an inclusive labor market, you have to take care about the general context. So not standing alone policies. The policies have to be one connected to the other, not working in silos, which is not so rare to find in all the public administrations, but also inside the companies. Contamination, if I may use this word, which is more an health word, but an healthy a world dealing with health, but to contaminate the mentality and the different policies is always a good outcome. It can give always a good outcome. So different culture, different mentality, different ways of seeing and approaching problems. This is part of the so-called, I think, soft skills about which she was talking. That is those skills that is difficult to get when you are in front of, when you are at school. They don't teach these skills. You learn them even if you don't understand that you are learning, because you get them from humiliations that you get during your experience at school or at the university, and then starting from the when you are inserted in the labor market. So another important thing to underline is self-consciousness, the comprehension that if you want, you can. I'm sorry to, maybe I'm reminding a word which has been said by someone else in the past. It's not a political message, but is more an interior message that I always do to myself. I still remind me that if I want, I can. And this is a problem that many of us have, women, men, people with disability. But of course, we have to create a good environment around us. And this can be done thanks to the exchange of experiences, looking at what the others are doing, trying to understand, not to copy and paste, adapt the different experience you have heard about to your personal and regional or metropolitan or municipal context or community context, and try to find new ways of funding and leveraging the energies and the powers that you have in your region, in your municipality. Another important aspect that we didn't touch upon is the financial capability, the financial, the knowledge of financial tools, which often is a problem, either in social enterprises and in enterprises led by women. I think that all of us can admit that we are not so good in asking money and sometimes in managing money, even if at home often we do it. So there is this kind of incoherence and dichotomy. But I don't want to leave to end my speech with talking about money, which is important, but it's not the only thing. I would like to recommend you to look around you. That's why EURADA has been created, and that's why many of our members are successful in the region. I worked for a development agency which was created in 1970, and they are still there. And they have the trust of the regional government, of the universities, the vocational training and organization, and also of the municipalities. So I think that the basis is to create this community of people working for a common objective.
Roberta, thank you very much as a conclusion. Thanks to my guests, valuable guests. Elsa, yes, please.
Yes, I don't know if it's possible to finish the presentation. I have, or we have, I suppose, a video. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Sorry.
They were on the screens.
I didn't see. Okay. Was a video about our territory in Alentejo and the strategy of Terras Dentro until 2030. Okay?
Thank you very much. Rumi, Elsa, Roberta.
Thank you. Thank you.
Çok teşekkür ediyoruz bizimle olduğunuz için. I have my live show here starting at 12 o'clock in 15 minutes time. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Kolay gelsin.
Teşekkürler.